Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia. Today we're going to do something different. I've basically gained, little bits of knowledge on skincare ingredients through watching videos for the last 5 years. And I still am pretty much no means an expert at all. But I thought I would share some ingredients and what they do and some other tips with you. But first I have a giveaway. We have a mini, which will be the second person drawn, and then we have the full size, which will be the first person drawn. And so if you want to be entered in the giveaway, please ask me a question that you would like to know more about me. I'll do another one of those get to know me videos where I answer your questions. I really like that, getting to know you, getting to know me. And so if you would do that in the comments, you need to be subscribed. This will close June 10th. So anyway, giveaway, and I'll have more details down in the description box. So this is new. I've never done this, but I really like skincare at this point. It's just a self-care sort of routine that I'm in. And a couple tips before we start with the skincare ingredients. One, just don't look at the package. Packages are made to catch your eye, to sell you on something. And just because it says something on the outside doesn't necessarily mean anything. So look at the ingredient list. The closer it is to the top, the more of that ingredient is in there. So often on the front of the package, it'll be advertising aloe or something. And then you'll look at the ingredient list. Aloe is at the very bottom. So, is that really the most bang for your buck? I've also seen sheet masks that will say aloe, because I love aloe. And then I look in the ingredient list and I don't see aloe. I don't know whether there's another name for aloe, but just double check the ingredient list. Also, I would not let cost fool you. I don't think you have to necessarily pay more for a good product. I think there are expensive products that don't work. There's cheap products that don't work. There's cheaper products that are super awesome and wonderful. I think it all matters with your skin, the chemistry of that product. I feel like some of the other ingredients that we don't really think of can help be a better vehicle for certain ingredients. So it really is a mixed bag, and it's really just spending time, trial and error, finding the best ingredient for your skin. It's also good to know your skin type. I'm not even sure at this point I'm perfectly know my skin, but in the last 5 years with watching YouTube, I think I've gotten to know my skin a lot better. I am definitely sensitive, not super sensitive, but I get red a lot. If ingredients or products don't gel, I get red and then I break out. I also have normal to slightly dry skin. So a lot of these things deal with that type of skin or redness, issues like that. But anyway, let's get into the ingredients. I will see if I'll do a timestamp. I have quite a few ingredients. So I don't know if I'll do a timestamp for all of them. And I'm old school. I could have tried to edit this where I put them on the screen, but I don't have time for that. So this first one up is Centella Asiatica, and I love this for redness. It's good for sensitive skin. It calms, at least my skin. I feel like it helps the redness. I think it improves your barrier, all of that good stuff. So I love seeing Centella Asiatica in an ingredient list. But again, I'm prone to redness and dryness, a little bit of dryness, although not really. So I love this. If you suffer from redness too, I would look for that. And here lately, I have been really liking Korean skincare. I found I think this time around when I bought it, it was like $5.99, a whole little container of just Centella Asiatica. But anyway, that's an ingredient I absolutely love. This is an ingredient where it's new. Like, this is new just, honestly, in the last couple months has really come on my radar. Ceramides. And at this point, I'm not even sure. I may not even have spelled that right. Anyway, ceramides, there are different kinds, and I don't really know the information about the different kinds, but this is one of my new favorite ingredients. It helps your skin barrier. It prevents dryness. It helps with anti-aging. And it's good for sensitive skin. So right now, I'm not expecting to not age. That's ridiculous and unrealistic, but I am totally fine with helping my skin look its best for as long as possible. And from what I've gathered, ceramides are one way to help stop the wrinkles, help anti-aging. So this is like, when I'm getting a moisturizer, I want there to be ceramides in there. So again, this has just become on my radar in the last few months. So ceramides, are really at this point a must-have for me. Retinol. So retinol is a big anti-aging, anti-wrinkle. It reduces lines, reduces wrinkles, increases collagen, helps the firmness of your skin, etc., freshen the skin appearance. So this one, you have to be careful if you have sensitive skin. And there are different kinds of retinol. There are some that are a little bit, there's different names for them. Retinol is the main one, and you can even get prescription strength retinol. For me and my sensitive skin, I can use it about every other day. If we're going to be honest, I don't remember exactly to put it on every other day. So, I mean, I probably use it twice a week. And I've not tried to build that up. But for me, this helps my redness too. My two favorites are the Neutrogena, which was $20. Now with inflation, I don't know. It is thick and creamy, which is sort of a problem because that's all you need, because it's so thick and creamy, you can't really put anything else. And I like to layer skincare ingredients. And then now there is the brand by Hyrum, which I can't think. They sell it at Target now, but it's also around $24, and I really like it. And it's more of kind of like a very lightweight one where you can layer other things. So I do really like retinol, but I feel like you have to be careful if you have sensitive skin and you want to work your way up to the higher doses. And I could probably be more intentional with retinol, but anywho. This one is also kind of new. I don't even know. Allatone. It's supposed to be soothing, hydrating, and anti-aging. So I've just noticed this sort of coming around. People are talking about it more. I'm noticing it more in the things I'm buying. I've seen it in sheet masks. So I'm all about the soothing, the anti-aging. And so my skin seems to respond well. And so this is an ingredient that I feel like is kind of newly coming about. It wasn't on my radar even 6 months ago. All right, I've already mentioned this, but aloe is one of my favorite ingredients. I would say close to probably 18 years ago. I had recently moved to California from Indiana. I was getting a pedicure. I had adult acne, and the lady was like, you need to get an aloe plant, put a little bit on every day. So I got an aloe plant. I would cut off a little piece. I would put it on. It cleared up my acne. And I used aloe plants, I would say, for several years. And then I would look for products with aloe. It's only now that I think I've gotten better skincare, better whatever. I don't really need to rely on aloe, but I love seeing aloe ingredients. Well, I guess I mean I don't have the plant. I'm not breaking it off. I love seeing aloe. I think it helps redness. It helps calm down. It's great for many things, sunburns, etc. But reduces inflammation. Reduces inflammation, helps redness, reduces acne, and helps moisturize. So I love aloe. I love seeing aloe in anything. It always makes me happy because my skin loves aloe, and honestly, it really helped with my adult acne. All right, vitamin E. There's a bunch of different vitamins that are good for your skin. Anti-inflammation, lightening, the dark spots. So I don't have super experience with this. But again, I'm loving anything with anti-inflammation and lightening dark spots. I'm getting to where when I first moved to California, I was not always wearing hats and sunscreen like I should. And anything that's going to help with dark spots, I am a fan of. All right, antioxidants. This is another one you hear a lot about. It's supposed to reduce DNA damage, reduce damage from the sun, helps hydration, helps with wrinkles, reduces inflammation. So this is one, again, kind of like the vitamin E, where I'm happy to see it, but I don't have too many like direct things other than it's supposed to help, you know, keep your skin intact. And I'm all about that. Hyaluronic acid. There are different types, different weights. Some penetrate deeper, some don't. This one is one where it seems like it's a good ingredient with an asterisk because it will soak up moisture. And so if you just put it on your skin directly and you don't have a moisturizer to go with it, or water, or like they say to put it on almost like on a damp skin, a lot of people have kind of said that it could be bad. So, but you see this generally in with a moisturizer, so I feel like that's okay. But it's good for hydration. It's a humectant. It helps kind of tighten and to do the skin tone, smooth the texture. So this is pretty much, I mean, some of these, like you can't almost help it. Hyaluronic acid you see in pretty much almost everything anymore. I like it. I do think it's supposed to kind of plump your skin up. But again, you just have to make sure you're using a moisturizer with it. But again, most of the time, this is inside a moisturizer already. All right, niacinamide is one of my favorite ingredients. And it also, at this point, seems to be in everything. But I love this ingredient. It's supposed to hydrate, calm redness. So anything that calms redness, sign me up. Reduce wrinkles, repair pores, help with dark spots. So I love niacinamide. And again, almost anything you look at skincare related seems to have niacinamide in it this day. But I love this ingredient and I'm super excited when I see it in something. All right, glycerin, you almost will see at the top. It's almost water and then glycerin. It is just a hydrating element and it's humectant. So it helps kind of clean the moisture into your face. Glycerin, back in the day, I would have thought that was a bad ingredient, almost like soap kind of a thing. But it is a really good moisturizer. All right, vitamin A is also a retinol. So retinol is vitamin A. So if you see vitamin A in something, you want to be careful not to use when you see vitamin A and your retinol unless your skin can tolerate it. My skin is very sensitive, so it could not tolerate it. So this also helps prevent breakout. And there's different categories. But just know if you see vitamin A, you probably don't want to double up with a retinol cream and something that has vitamin A. All right, vitamin C, and I didn't make a little name card, but vitamin C, lactic acid, glycolic acid, my skin really can't handle any of those. So that's why you're not going to see me talk about lactic acid or glycolic acid. They help like dissolve like dead skin cells and stuff. And my skin just can't handle them. It turns red instantly. So vitamin C is a really good ingredient. I mean, at least a lot of people rave about it. It's supposed to help brighten your skin, hyperpigmentation. I have found like Bliss, that one worked for me. I haven't repurchased it. There's been a couple over the years where I've gotten it in boxes and it's okay for my skin. This is also one where you don't want to use your vitamin C and your retinol on the same day. And I guess that's probably why I've dropped off with vitamin C because I just don't want to have the mental game of what day do I need to use what. And again, so many vitamin C creams just make me turn red. And so I'm trying to avoid turning red. So this is a really good ingredient if you don't have sensitive skin. And if you do, I think it's just kind of finding the right one. Caffeine is a new ingredient for me anyway. This is sort of the up and coming, it seems like, and maybe it's been around forever, in eye creams. It's supposed to really help reduce puffiness, reduce wrinkles and inflammation. So I am loving eye creams that have caffeine. I think it's really helpful. So this seems to be a new ingredient. I think it kind of helps the capillaries restrict. And so it's really good at depuffing. Peptides. That is also a very new ingredient for me. Peptides and ceramides are my new favorite thing to find. And at this point, I am not looking at buying a moisturizer if they don't have this, especially my nighttime moisturizer. So peptides, I believe there's many different kinds. I am just skimming the surface now. But it's supposed to help your skin barrier, reduce wrinkles, make skin more elastic, help with breakouts, reduce inflammation. So my new favorite moisturizer is the Skin Fix Barrier. And it's sadly pricey at $54. It is refillable and the refills are only $45, which is nice. but it's full of peptides and ceramides. My skin feels so good in the morning. So again, I am not expecting not to age, but I'm trying to age as gracefully as I can. And so peptides and ceramides are my new kind of go-to, what I'm looking for, because I think they're going to give you the bang for your buck in helping your skin stay where it's at as long as possible. All right, green tea, which I have them both because I thought they were two different things, but these are basically the same thing. Camellia sinensis leaf is green tea. So they're basically the same thing, and they are really awesome. I love seeing either one of these, and I didn't realize they were the same until I was researching my ingredients for this. So both green tea and the Camellia sinensis helping irritation. They help soothe redness. They're an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, help with acne. So green tea, Camellia sinensis, again, two things that I am just really loving seeing. And then my last one is Squalane, which again, at this point, you almost can't help but see this in ingredients. It's supposed to help reduce fine line, helps the skin barrier, it's moisturizing, it's soothing, controls oil. Now, I do not have an oily skin, so I don't know whether it helps a lot with oil control, but that was what the internet said. And then help fade dark spots. Now, I'm going to say I do have a little bit of dark spots. I'm not noticing that anything I've used dramatically takes away the dark spots, but for me, it's kind of maintenance. I was really late to the game with skincare. I did not start even remotely, seriously diving in until maybe 4 to 5 years ago. And I'm going to be 44 this summer. So I pretty much wasted my whole 20s and my whole 30s not really doing much skincare. At this point, like I said, it's just kind of a fun routine. I like taking care of myself. It's kind of a ritual in the morning, in the evening, just to kind of do my skincare, have some me time. People have noticed when I went back to Indiana, at Christmas, people are like, "Oh wow, your skin looks good." So that's also kind of just, I know that it's working and it's looking good. So anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. And I will talk to you soon.